Eagles announced yesterday that they were parting ways with head coach Doug Pederson after 5 years in Philly. Pederson is less than 3 years removed from leading Philadelphia to its only Super Bowl victory, and this season finished in last place in a kind of bad NFC East division with a 4-11-1 record. Pederson took heat all season for how he handled game management and the quarterback situation, first benching Carson Wentz for Jalen Hurts down the stretch, and then, of course, playing Nate Sudfeld over Hurts in the fourth quarter of its Week 17 finale. Shannon, what does this mean for Carson Wentz?
Well, I think it means more likely he stayed. Skip, I saw this coming, and I said the moment that he did this, he's not going to be able to go back to Wentz, and he's done whatever relationship they might have had. He's done irreparable harm to that relationship, and so I knew one of these guys had to go. Now, I always felt it was going to be Dougie P for the simple fact: do you want $30 to $60 million a dead cap, or you want to go get your new coach for say $5-6 million a year? And I think Jeffrey Lurie thought that. There's a lot of reports circulating that Dougie P didn't seem, he was reluctant to go outside and to hire different eyes. Right. He wanted to hire from within. And Jeffrey Lurie like, no, the problem is within. I needed a fresh set of eyes. I want some fresh ideas. Yours have grown stale. Skip, the thing with Dougie P, he called plays the exact same way he did in 2017 when he had that magical season. But his offense was completely healthy. You can't call plays although D-Jack wasn't there. Alshon has been nicked all year. Goddard and Ertz have been nicked all year. Your offensive line has been in shambles all year. Miles Sanders has been in and out of the lineup. Okay, you make the switch from Carson Wentz. You was like, okay, let's see what Jalen got. And then for some unknown reason, the last game of the season, Washington is on with an unhealthy quarterback. His calf is not functioning so bad that he doesn't play the following week. So he was healthy enough to play the week before, but not healthy enough to play the week after. True. Jeffrey Lurie looking at that and said, hold on, so we could have won this game. We're supposed to be trying to get Jalen Hurts ready. And you talking about you want to look at Nate Sudfeld? Nate Sudfeld is not going to be a part of any future with the Eagles as far as starting. So why would you want to take a look at him? It was almost like, and I think Jeffrey Lurie looking like, and I'm sure maybe some of the players chimed in, Dougie don't have the locker room anymore. After that, what he did on Sunday night. I would agree. Your team, you can do what you want to do with it, but guys don't look at him the same. And Jeffrey Lurie said, what did he say, Skip? He said he felt in the best interest that both parties go their separate ways. He said, I don't want to get into, did he deserve to stay? Did he deserve to get fired? That's a different argument. Both parties should go their separate ways. It's not so much what he said, it's what he didn't say. So I'm not surprised by this. I saw this coming. I felt that one of these guys had to leave. I always felt it was going to be Dougie P. I'm not surprised that it happened.
Nor am I. But I am very happy as a lifelong Cowboy fan that this happened, because it means Carson Wentz is back in power in Philadelphia.
And he's going to win the division.
You call him walk it to him Wentz, and I call him give it to him Wentz, because he gives it and gives it and gives it away. He had a disastrous year this year. He led this league in giveaways.
He did.
He led this league in turnover-worthy plays, says Pro Football Focus, which ranked him the 34th best quarterback in the league.
Damn, they're only 32 starters. So he was behind some backups, huh?
Yeah, some who started a little bit here and there. He was second to last in completion percentage. I could just go on and on. He wound up with 16 touchdowns to 15 interceptions. It was a bad year.
Yes.
But if you closely listen to what Jeffrey Lurie said yesterday, first he tried to say that Doug Pederson didn't deserve to go. Well, didn't deserve to go.
Well, then why you let him go then?
What are you talking about? And then he also tried to make the point this wasn't about Carson Wentz. And then he went on and on to make the point this was nothing but about Carson Wentz.
He believes the next coach will be able to get the best out of it.
That is correct. And he has no choice, because he gave Carson Wentz his money. And if you cut Carson Wentz, which would be the worst case scenario right now, you would owe more than $59 million in dead cap money. And it wouldn't result in any savings until 2022 if you cut him right now, and they're not going to cut him.
Skip, and they already got $250 million committed in contracts when the cap is supposed to be somewhere between 195 and 175.
Yep.
So you already, without Carson Wentz, you already $70-80 million over the potential cap.
Okay. So I'm on record. I've never wavered on this. I don't believe in Carson Wentz as a long-term answer as your starting quarterback.
Okay.
Because he's not accurate enough and he's not poised enough under fire. Happy feet, crazy feet. He plays hard. I think his heart's in the right place. He will literally run through a brick wall to get a first down. I think he mended a lot of fences in the locker room the last couple of years where he was a little bit distant and aloof from a lot of players.
You remember how we looked at Tannehill? Mm-hmm. He goes to Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith gets him. They can run the football a little bit, and we look at Ryan Tannehill a lot different than we did when he was in Miami.
Well,
maybe a new set of eyes, right? Maybe a new set of eyes. Maybe a new coaching staff can come in here and believe in it, because I think Dougie P stopped believing in Carson. But the question that I have for you: have you seen enough from Jalen Hurts to say he's the guy moving forward?
I just believe in Jalen Hurts' football character, his natural-born leadership. He is not the thrower of the football that Carson Wentz is. He's not as big and strong as Carson Wentz is as a bigger athlete. Mm-hmm. But Jalen is weight room strong. He runs strong. The team gravitates to him. The team will feed off him. And I believe he got thrown into a fire that was just as bad off as, remember, as what Carson Wentz was having to deal with. And he got a lot more out of that team, I thought, than Carson Wentz was getting out of it.
He got one win.
Okay?
He got one win, Skip.
But he had them against the Washington football team in position to be 17-all, and they went for it on 4th and, what was it, 4?
Yeah. Well, Walker to him had him in position to win the game, and then Dougie P wanted to settle for a field goal. Just run the ball into the line and kick a field goal.
Mm-hmm. I believe in Jalen Hurts, but I told you that before the draft. And I believe he'll prove to be a more successful, performing starting quarterback than Carson Wentz. But I don't know now, if you bring in a new coach, what will that mean for Jalen? I have no idea.
Well, I think it means that he's probably going to be the backup. I don't see it as a quarterback competition. They're going to give Wentz all the reps. They want to make sure. They're going to do, Skip, when you invest that kind of money, Skip, you're going to see this thing through. You're going to give it every opportunity to succeed. It's just like with anything. You invest in a stock, Skip, it starts to go to dip a little bit. You're not going to get up off it. You're going to give it every chance to rebound and try to see this thing through. And so I believe that's what they're going to do with Carson Wentz. Like I said, I haven't seen enough. And I'm not saying Jalen Hurts can't be a solid quarterback in this league, but I haven't seen enough in the 4 games that I saw him start. Because what I saw, the guy that turns the ball over at the same rate, he gets sacked at the same rate. For a guy that's more mobile, he gets sacked at the same rate. He turns the ball over at maybe a slightly higher rate when you factor in fumbles and interceptions. And he didn't win any more games. And the completion percentage is worse.
He was a rookie quarterback who got thrown into a fire against the New Orleans Saints, and he beat them at home.
Yes.
And then I thought he played very well at Dallas, but he got outplayed by Andy Dalton.
He threw 2 picks, though.
Okay, he did, but he also had, what was the combined yardage? 411 combined yards.
We don't do that. Empty count don't mean nothing.
Ooh. He would have won that game against Washington if Pederson had stuck.
Oh, I believe that. You get no argument from me. I believe that.
Yep. Doug Pederson wrote a book called Fearless after he won the Super Bowl, and he didn't win it with Carson Wentz. He went on a magical Super Bowl roll with Nick Foles at quarterback.
Yeah.
Nick Foles won Super Bowl MVP and played back-to-back NFC Championship games, Super Bowl, 2 of the greatest quarterback games you'll ever see in the history of the playoffs.
I agree.
Boom, boom. And that was that. And it put Dougie P on the map, and it allowed him to write a book called I Am Fearless.
I don't know about all that.
And all of a sudden, it went to his head. And I believe he didn't want to hear anything from Howie Roseman, the GM. He didn't want to hear anything more from Jeffrey Lurie, the owner. I got this. And I do believe he has a soft spot for Nate Sudfeld. He believes he can play in this league because, as you said, he sees Nate Sudfeld as him. That's what he was. He was that quarterback.
Skip, for me, and what's what I've learned about coaches, they would rather lose their way than win someone else's way. Because Jeffrey Lurie was like imploring him, and he's like, look, you just need a set of eyes. He was upset. I read the reports that said he was upset that it made him get rid of Al Groh, offensive assistant or something.
Yeah, see, Lurie's saying, you got to go get the hottest young offensive coordinator out there.
Right.
And he's saying, no, I do this. I got this.
No, but no. But I've been eating your cooking for the last 3-4 years, and it don't taste the same.
Yep.
So I need a new. Look, I'm gonna let you still be the head chef, but I need a new sous chef.
Yeah, he did. That's what he said.
That's basically what he said, Skip. So and why would you why would you give resistance, Skip? You realize there's only 32 restaurants, and we're in the middle of a pandemic. They're not opening any new restaurants, Skip, right now. You do realize, Dougie P, this is one of 32 jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's not the greatest job, but it's one of 32. So, which means it's pretty outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
And for the owner to make a recommendation, at least it will I give it some thought.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Well, Pro Football Focus says of these 6 openings right now, ranked last in appeal would be this Philadelphia job, and I totally agree.
You see the offensive line is in shambles, the skill position.
Your cap is in shambles, and you at least have a quarterback quandary.
Right.
You're not sure which way you're going to go.
Right.
Okay, so good luck to whoever walks into that door.
I mean, somebody going to want that job, Skip, because like I said, it's one of 32.
Well, that's true.
But I was looking at the Chargers.